Ever notice how ads always pop up at the worst moments? When the killer's identity is about to be revealed. During that perfect meditation flow. On Amazon Music, we believe in keeping you in the moment. That's why we've got millions of ad-free podcast episodes, so you can stay completely immersed in every story, every reveal, every breath. Download the Amazon Music app and start listening to your favorite podcasts ad-free, included with Prime.
This is the Washington Times front page for Labor Day, Monday, September 1st, 2025. Thanks for starting your week with us. I'm George Gerbo. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelenskyy promised new strikes in Russia a day after Moscow carried a fresh wave of bombardments in southeastern Ukraine. Matt Delaney reports one woman was killed and 30 others injured after Russian strikes in the Zaporizhia region this weekend. Zelenskyy said Russians had sustained 290,000 casualties through the first 8 months of the year in the battle-ravaged eastern section of the country. European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen said she was outraged by the assault. The EU is weighing a proposal to move $230 billion of frozen Russian assets into other investments that can generate more interest. The U.S. Court of Appeals for the Federal Circuit says that President Trump overstepped when he invoked the International Emergency Economic Powers Act to set nation-by-nation tariffs. Tom Howe and Seth McLaughlin report the 7-4 ruling stemmed from a lawsuit that small, import-reliant businesses filed against the president over his tariffs on dozens of nations. They say he usurped powers typically reserved for Congress by declaring a national emergency and claiming the right to impose tariffs on any country. The court paused the effect of its ruling until October 14th, giving the president time to appeal to the Supreme Court. Additional money has been approved for construction of more barriers on the southern U.S. border with Mexico. Stephen Dinan reports $46.5 billion was included in the tax and spending bill passed by Congress in July. Customs and Border Protection says it has 83 miles of traditional wall and 17 miles of waterborne barriers either under construction or in planning. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem granted a waiver last week to exempt wall construction from environmental rules in southern Texas. A new report finds Chinese intelligence services are recruiting students, stealing American research, and engaging in harassment of dissidents at U.S. universities. Bill Gertz reports the National Counterintelligence and Security Center says other foreign spies are targeting universities with similar operations, but the Chinese threat is the most significant. Specific sectors include electronics, software, communications equipment, and other materials aimed at advancing Chinese economic and military goals. Russia and other foreign adversaries are engaged in technology theft from American schools to advance their programs, but do so less aggressively. And finally, Seth McLaughlin takes a look at the recent wave of adolescent feats of strength that have taken over the political world. Find all of today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or on the Washington Times app, and find us wherever you get your podcasts. You can also find us on social media at Wash Times for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.
Hey, this is Dan Harris, host of the 10% Happier podcast. I'm here to tell you about a new series we're running this September on 10% Happier. The goal is to help you do your life better. The series is called Reset. It's all about hitting the reset button in many of the most crucial areas of your life. Each week, we'll tackle a topic like how to reset your nervous system, how to reset your relationships, how to reset your career. We're going to bring on top-notch scientists and world-class meditation teachers to give you deep insights and actionable advice. It's all delivered with our trademark blend of skepticism, humor, credibility, and practicality. 10% Happier is self-help for smart people. Come join the party.